Okay, now we are at page 32 of our 5B workbook. This is part of a series of videos in the topic of decimals, primary 5, page 32, level 2 word problems, question 7 and 8. We'll start off with 7. Now, in my previous video, you probably heard quite a bit of the background noise. It sounds really exciting. My microphone's not do good with noise cancelling though. I live in a very active neighborhood. A lot of children out in the outdoors playing, shouting excitedly. It's a fun day for them. That's quite good. Nice. Uh, well, I hope everyone has time for different kind of activities, like recreation activities, spending fun in the outdoors at the same time, making sure you have time for learning. In any case, hope you didn't mind the noise that's in the background. Okay? Perhaps the next time I should play some soft music so that you can you won't be so distracted. Okay, quickly back to the task here. This is question number 7, level 2 word problems, decimals. Well, the fun thing about maths is that you start to realize that at, at a certain point of time, like in primary 5, some knowledge from different chapters, different topics, measurements, area parameter, decimals can come together into a problem. And that's make it fun and interesting at the same time because you've got to use different knowledge, some knowledge from a chapter and apply it in to solve a problem in another chapter. So that's the and at the same time that's the challenge also it becomes more complicated to solve. Okay, the question here. Oh, by the way, it says here CT bent a piece of wire 2.1 meters long into a rectangle. Do you know that CT is one of the characters in our targeting maths textbook, right? Okay, and the breadth of a rectangle is 45 centimeters long. What is the length of the rectangle in centimeters? Okay, here's the story. And very quickly, I pointed out two units that I had indicated here. You have 2.1 meters. And then after that, you have a different kind of measurement is 45 centimeters. And then ultimately, the question asks for the length of the rectangle in centimeters. What is? So here, very quickly, take note, you have got meters, you have got centimeters, but the answer asked for centimeters. So very quickly at the bottom, in case I forget or make a mistake, quickly put down here my answer is correct in centimeters. Then, do I start off with conversions or do I convert it later? What is a preferable method? What do you think? Okay, so the story goes with CT bending this wire into a shape. The shape is a rectangle. That means if I were to, like snip off a corner or anywhere for the matter, it can be anywhere, not definitely starting from the corner, but the corner is a good idea because you can make bends out of a wire. So if I go to bend a wire, cut this rectangle and then put it straight, it is the wire. That's what's meaning. Which means essentially what it's talking about is that this wire has two long sides and two short sides. That's what a rectangle is, right? And the whole of this outline of this rectangle put out straight, that's the wire. Okay, so that's the most important part you need to understand. The piece of wire that is of this length is bent into a rectangle, meaning what is 2.1 meters? What is this piece of wire? What dimension are you looking at when you're talking about a rectangle? Okay, it's bent to form a rectangle, and a rectangle you need to know its properties. Applying the knowledge, you have two short sides, and two long sides. Short side meaning one highlighted in green, the long sides meaning highlighted in blue. So here I should put it in blue instead. Okay, so I'm looking for one long side in centimeters. Okay, so with that, I'm beginning to solve. This piece of wire is bent into a rectangle. So what I mean is actually I'm referring to the formula of a parameter that's of the rectangle. Even if I don't understand the parameter of a rectangle, imagine tracing your finger along the sides of the rectangle and pulling it out. That's what the wire is when you bend it and using it to make into a rectangle. Okay, so I have supposedly two long sides, two short sides. That gives me the whole length of the wire. And now this wire is 2.1 meters. Now 2.1 meters is not very friendly for the next few steps. So for a start, I want to change it and convert it into centimeters. Can you explain why further? Why do I want to choose this? Okay, I say it's friendlier to use. What does that exactly mean? If you can answer that question, that would be good for you. Okay. So how do I convert? I know that 1 meter is, with the knowledge of 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. Conversion means I have 2.1. From the bigger unit to smaller units, I'm using multiplying. So multiply by 100. Okay, I'll get 210 centimeters. Okay, so I want to find the long side, just one of it. Okay, just one of the long sides. Okay, so what I can do is I have the short side, this is given, that's 45 centimeter, 45 centimeter. Okay, so what I'm left with two long sides. So I can do two lengths is actually equals to the formula of the parameter, that's 200, the parameter that's 210 centimeters minus two of the short sides. I can use multiplication for it, or I can use minus 45 and then minus 45. That works as well. So I have 210 centimeters minus 90 centimeters, which will give me 20 centimeters. 120 centimeters. Okay, so one length will be 120 centimeters divided by 2, and that will be 60 centimeters. Okay, I run a quick check. So I use the formula to solve this question. The formula of parameter of a rectangle. Two lengths and two breadths. The short side meaning breadth. So let me just replace this short side with letter B for breadth. Two lengths, two long side and two short side. Short side showing breadth. Okay, I can work backwards to see whether I get the correct answer. Length is 60, 60 plus 60, 120, and 120 plus 45. Okay, 165 plus 145, 210. Okay, I think that's about it.